Hi guys, how are you all doing? Today I thought I would do a story time of the experience that I was lucky enough to get on Saturday the 2nd of February. Now I will never forget Saturday the 2nd of February or the 3rd, which was the Sunday, obviously, because Saturday comes before Sunday and 2nd comes before the 3rd. Anyway, so you're probably still thinking, well Hannah, what did you do? And I'll tell you exactly what I got the chance to do. So on the Friday, I travelled up from Newcastle, well near Newcastle, where I'm from, to Glasgow, which is in Scotland. If you didn't already know, that is about a 2.5 to 3 hour drive. So I travelled up straight after school, like literally straight after school, and went to my uncle's house. I got there and it was getting really late on the Friday night, and I thought, I don't know if I'm going to try and go to their hotel. And you were thinking, Hannah, whose hotel? Joe and Diane's hotel, because over the past couple of weeks I've been doing a tour, and every kind of tour date people have went to their hotel to meet them on the morning and after the show. So I thought, is there any point of me going? I don't know their hotel for sure. It was between two. I nearly went to one of them, but luckily I went to the actual one. And I was saying to my auntie, who I very rarely talk to because she lives in Glasgow, I was saying to her, is there any chance I can go? Like, could you give me the directions to the train station, tell me how to get there? I'll walk to the train station, that's perfectly fine. And she was like, yeah, of course. So on the Saturday morning, she woke me up and she was telling me all the directions, and she said, in fact, I'll give you a lift to the train station and I'll tell you the directions for when you get into Glasgow. So she gave me a lift there. She taught me how to get from the Glasgow Central train station, and it worked. I got to the hotel at about 9:15, I think it was, after walking up this massive hill. I didn't have a clue where I was. I was literally just using Google Maps on my phone. So thank you to Google Maps. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have experienced this amazing day. I got there and there was a couple of girls there. I spoke to them and they were supporting Faye. So I thought, okay, there's not a lot of Dianne fans here, because in all honesty, I went there to see Dianne. Because if you didn't already know, Dianne is a massive idol of mine. And obviously Faye was their idol, or they had a crush on her. And then more girls started turning up, and I was like, who are you here for? And they were like, Joe and Dianne. The group kind of started getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then there was loads of people, and then there was a group of people who were supporting Faye. We kind of all split off. There's a group of people who were supporting like Faye, and then there was a group of people supporting Dianne, and then more people supporting Dianne, and like Joe as well, obviously. The group that I kind of stood with, we supported kind of Dianne more. We were still there for Joe. We had came for Joe as well, but me and a girl who I'm not going to name because I don't know if she'd be happy with me saying her name, she was there for Dianne as well, just as much as I was. Anyway, we stood there and it was about 10:30 and we were like, okay, somebody's going to come out soon. So we seen Luba and Karen, and they walked straight past us and went onto the coach. That was at about 5 to 11. And then Amy Dowden came out, and that was at 11, and we got photos with her, and then somebody asked her what time Dianne was going to be out, and she said she didn't know, but that she wouldn't be long. At 11:10, Dianne came out, and no word of a lie, she stuck with us to get photos and video messages and to give letters and to give presents and to do anything we wanted for, I'd say, just under 10 minutes. She was outside talking to us. I got a video message for a girl who, as well, I'm not going to name because I don't know if she'd want me to name her. But I got her a video message, and then I started talking to her about how it was cold, and then she was saying that she didn't know how she was cold because she had about 7 layers on. And we just started talking about the tour and her Instagram story, and I kind of said to her, how come you missed out the W in Glasgow? And she was just explaining it. And we had a full-on conversation. There wasn't kind of any, you know, like really like mad moments where we were just silent. Although there was afterwards when Dianne out of our way because we had time to freak out then. But when she was with us, she was honestly the nicest person. I think she's the nicest person I've ever met. Especially like a famous person. by far. And then she was walking past me, because you had to go past me to get on the coach, and I remembered that I had her present in my pocket, so I pulled it out and I gave it to her and I said, here, this is for you, like, you can open it on the coach. And she said, oh, that's so sweet, thank you. And she took it, went on the coach, and we were like massively fangirling, and we were like, oh my god, do we wave? So we turned around and the coach was pulling off. We didn't realise that the coach windows were actually blackout windows, so we were waving anyway, just hoping for the best that Dianne would wave back, but we actually seen her wave back.
Dianne, where is she? I can see her.
What a miracle it was to actually be able to see her wave. Her and Amy were sat next to one another and they were both waving. Obviously, maybe me, I freaked out a lot over Dianne waving back. More to the point, I met Dianne Buswell. What? And lots of people have been saying lately, how come you went? You'd already met them before. Did you need to meet them again? Probably not. Now, I don't think what people understand is that when I met them for the first time, it was so brief. They were about half an hour late for It Takes Two, and we literally got photos. I give her a present, and that was it. She went into the studios. So that was very brief. It was nothing like the experience I had on Saturday. Nothing at all. By the way, I'm filming this on the Friday because I filmed this video before and it just flopped, really. And it's nearly a week. A week tomorrow I would have met Dianne. Mad. Absolutely mad. Yeah, it was very brief, and I wanted to do it again to make a better kind of experience out of it. So thank you to the girls. I know a couple of things have happened over the past few days, but I just want to say thank you to the girls that I was with in the kind of group that I was standing with, because they made this day as good as it was, and if it wasn't for them, then it wouldn't have been the same at all. I can tell you that right now. And loads of people started coming out. Obviously we were like, okay, we're totally fine now, we've met Dianne, we can breathe. But no. Yes, we can kind of breathe, but there's still a lot of people remaining. So there was millions, Ashley, Stacey, basically the whole crew. Stacey came down, we spoke to Stacey. I'm only going to tell you guys the bits about when I actually spoke to them, by the way, because I don't want to go through the whole experience like Karen walked down the steps, so yeah, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, so Stacey walked down and she was taking a photo with her fan, and I didn't realise she heard me, but I said, oh my god, Stacey, you have like the best style in the world, and she was like, oh, thank you. So Stacey is an absolute legend. Absolute legend, and she came out with Ashley at the same time, and I said, oh my god, Ashley, you smell lovely, and she said, oh, thank you, well, I do try. Honestly, Ashley Roberts, what's your perfume? Yeah. Anyway, Stacey can literally pull anything off. She can wear anything. And then loads of people started coming out. Johannes came out and he said, okay, I'm just nipping off down the street for a second, I'll be back to get photos. So when he came back from the shop, wherever he went, we got photos with him, and Johannes is honestly so lovely. I was so lucky to meet him as well. Graziano came down and he was standing on the step, and I said to him, can you please step off the step so I can, you know, look just as tall as you? And he said, oh yeah, sorry, of course, because honestly, he's taller than me anyway, so when he was on the step, he was literally about two feet bigger than me. So Graziano, absolute legend. I love his accent so much. There's something about Italians, like Giovanni as well, like, it's just something about them. Loads of people started coming out. Faye came out, and one of the girls I was with got a video message for somebody from Faye, and she said, hi, it's Faye from Steps, and we were like, as if the person didn't already know who you were.
Faye from Steps, I love that.
It was hilarious because she just went, hi, it's Faye from Steps. Faye is honestly so nice, and I remember saying to Faye, you're lucky you can understand me because I'm from where your family's from, and she said, yeah, I'll be the only one who can. Because obviously Geordies are quite hard to understand because we talk quite fast. I'm not saying I'm broad Geordie, I wasn't even born in the centre of Newcastle, but I am a Geordie compared to Glaswegians. So Faye came out and got loads of photos. Pasha, honestly, Pasha smelt the nicest out of the males. Just putting that out there. Yes, I might find Joe the most attractive, but Pasha, honestly, any boy wants to smell good, go and find out what Pasha is wearing, because honestly, he smells incredible. Probably thinking, Hannah, you're so weird just smelling them, but you know, when you get in a photo and you're quite close to them, hugging them, you can smell them. And anyway, Pasha was so nice. He didn't get that much attention because obviously him and Ashley got Ashley got so much hate on the show, and I don't actually understand why, because she's such a nice person when you actually get to meet her. And the whole thing about her having experience was blown a bit out of proportion, because I was thinking Faye's had experience and nobody's hating on Faye. So because he was partnered with Ashley, lots of people didn't seem to make a fuss about Pasha. So when I met him, he had about 7 coats on, and I was like, oh my god, he literally cannot be cold because he had so many coats on. Anyway, then Giovanni came out after some more people. Darcy came out, yeah, loads of them came out, and then Giovanni came out, and we were like, okay, it's 25 to 1, the show starts at 2:30, they have to be coming out soon. Giovanni came out, and it was going very fast paced to get photos with Giovanni, because obviously they were in a rush. And I got a photo with him, and I seen Joe's hat. I seen Joe's yellow hat, and I freaked out. I just kind of got my photo with Giovanni, kind of had to take a step back and think, shit, I'm meeting Joe Sugg for the 2nd time. So I walked around, was watching people get photos with him whilst I was trying to compose myself, and then I got a photo with him. And then he walked off. I said, I hope you don't have the gloves. And he said, they're in my bag. So I said, well, take them out. I would take them out your bag if I were you. And he said, why? And we were all just absolutely creasing, because one of the girls I was with said, burn them. And he was like, they keep my hands warm. And it was absolutely hilarious.
Have them gloves, do you?
I've got them in my bag.
Oh no, take them out your bag.
Why?
Because, oh god, burn them.
They keep my hands warm.
Because we could really tell that he was taking it to heart. Even though prior to that, the girl who said burn them also said to him, because she was wearing a top with Dianne on it, she also said to Joe, your girlfriend's touching my boobs. And Joe looked really concerned, because obviously he was like, what do you mean my girlfriend's touching your boobs? His girlfriend obviously being Dianne. And she was like, oh, because she's on my top. And then he was like, oh, alright, okay. Yeah, but he didn't really seem to take that to heart. But when we started talking about his gloves, God, it must have hit him. It must have hit him hard. Yeah, and that was about it, really. And then everyone, you could tell he was just there for Joe. You could tell he was there for anyone. And you could tell he was there, like, you could tell when people's favourites came out. So, like, when Faye came out, you could tell that they made a big deal. But they also went to Dianne, Amy and the others, whereas some people only went to people that they were interested in. And I thought it was quite rude to kind of just completely ignore the people who were open to getting photos. And that was my experience. And then from there, I went with the group of girls that I was standing with to a shopping centre, and we just sat down and tried to control our breathing again, because we literally just met like loads of our idols. My idols being Joe and Dianne. I'd met them again, and other people in the group had met them for the first time. Other people had met them after years of not seeing Joe. Some people had met Dianne for the first time. And yeah, we were kind of just trying to compose ourselves, because we were so overwhelmed with the whole situation that we'd just been involved in. But yeah, from there I went home, and that was it. That is my story time. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then you know what to do. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe, as it would mean the absolute world to hit 750 subscribers soon. I think I'm on 730 right now. 20 more to go. There's a funeral car just gone past. Oh, way to put a downer on it, but yeah. Share this video with your friends, and the vlog will be coming out soon. I'm having to make a couple of changes to it for certain kind of personal reasons, but yeah. It'll be coming out soon. In the meantime, there'll be an edit soon, probably after this video, probably the same day. See ya. Bye.